Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Live like it's Mardi Gras and go jump with my whole squad and don't need no R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just stopped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map. You don't need a nap. You don't need jack.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Some adverse conditions greeting both teams as they take the field in what will be a very wet stadium. Rain is falling, and it's going to be interesting to see just how heavily it factors into this game. It's the Broncos going up against the Bengals. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak. and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football. Had to sit a while at Northwestern before he got his chance to be a full-time starter. Showed his potential. Drafted late in the process by Denver. And now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be. Making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Siemian. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Remember, gone is Britton Colquitt, so here's Riley Dixon to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, spinning away. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bengals take possession. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, at quarterback. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And Eifert has it. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at second down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Simeon surveying the field. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Encroachment defense. Still 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start. Offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Here's Simeon. Dumps it off to Forsett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
We all want to see everyone be exotic on every play, but sometimes the safe read, the safe throw, that's what you need in that situation.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Third down and 5. They send Green to the left on his own. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the athleticism on this spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Eifert has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. So Jeremy Hill got the call there, and he's trying to pick his yardage back up. 2 years ago, Charles, he was over 1,100. Last year, below 800.
Just never got going with any consistency throughout the 2015 season. You know his determination is sky high for this one.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. And a right side completion here by LaFell. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
He may try and run for this. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as Hill duck under center. First and goal from the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They send Green to the left on his own. Time running out here on the play clock. And Dalton to throw. Forced out to his left. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Dalton on third and goal. Buying time, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Huff to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Simeon. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vincent Ray in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To throw on second is Simeon. And caught right side, Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Third down, here's Forsell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos heading back out onto the field. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit 2 ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it, because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And it's incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this one will go to the... Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st down, it's Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. They find some open field here. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Josh Huff in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they design coming out for the 2nd half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
And he knocks it through.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, wide, 20. Wide.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Bengals have to try to avoid becoming frustrated in the second half, as this is 2 straight weeks of shaky football. The Broncos are trying to stay on the attack and are not allowing the momentum to shift away from them. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bengals on offense midway through the second. Dalton's looking for room to run, and he'll go for the score. The Bengals go up by 6. Midway through the second quarter. Of the half. Huff's going to make the catch near the sideline. And 54 yards later, he's going in for the score. They go ahead by 1.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second down, Dalton. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Set, wide, 20. Wide, 20. Mike 51.
And Dalton hands to Hill. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.